What's up, YouTube? I got my notes with me, and today I wanted to get on here and talk about basically the power of short term sacrifice for long term wealth, and kind of some questions you should be asking yourself, or like every day, honestly, if not every day, as often as possible. So, basically, the first point, and honestly, it's only really one point to this video, this like in my notes, and then I got like sub points, which are like questions like following along that point. So, the first point is basically how much are you really willing to sacrifice right now for a life you desire in the future? A lot of people don't really I guess, don't give this enough thought. They set goals for themselves, but they're not really really looking to put them goals in play and really set aside certain things that they have in their life right now, or certain things that are like jeopardizing the goal, like them reaching them goals. So I wanted to get basically one of the first point is, are you willing to work 10 times harder, 50 times harder, 100 times harder, if that's what it takes? Like, how hard are you really willing to work for the goals you set in place for yourself? And this could be a short-term goal, a long-term goal, but if if these are things you desire in the future, how hard are you really willing to work for those things? Secondly, the second point under that main point is, are you ready to cut off and break bonds with people who aren't seeing the vision, or just don't have the discipline to take on that same pathway as you? Like, are you really willing to? And this could be like, sometimes they get as deep as family and people you known to be as like the closest with. Like, sometimes people just don't see the same pathway as you. They don't see out the same lens. They don't have the same perspective on things. And when you start to really focus on your own goals, you'll start to realize who those people are and how you can set yourself aside. But are you really willing to do that? Third, I would say is, are you willing to live below your means and stay down to build that wealth? Like, how much money are you really willing to invest in yourself? How much money are you really willing to save and just not spend? How much are you really willing to just live below your means? Are you ready to stop going to those restaurants? Are you ready to stop eating them snacks and doing whatever, just spending money randomly? Like, whether it's like a Netflix subscription, a Hulu subscription. Like, are you really ready to stop doing those things and putting money in those places so easily and invest in yourself? And my fourth thing is, really, this is like kind of piggybacking off that last point. Are you willing to invest in yourself now without knowing for sure if it'll pay off in the future? A lot of people, I feel like, are in a dilemma of whether or not they should invest now, and or whether or not they should get into investing. Some people don't really want to invest because they don't see themselves, like, they don't see it paying off in the future. And that's like, honestly, like the scariest point about it. Like, and this is like one of the main points, because of, if you don't see yourself, if you don't have the confidence enough to think that you yourself can make things pay off and in ways that you really didn't realize, then it's not really, how can you ever grow as a person? Like, a lot of people swear they so confident and swear they got like they this and that, but are you really willing to put that to the test? Are you really willing to invest in yourself now without knowing for sure that it'll pay off in the future? As simple as that. And my fifth point is, are you ready to put aside bad habits and addictions that you know deep down are jeopardizing your health? Because this video is about building wealth in the future. So we got to talk about the health point. Are you really willing to stop doing certain things, eating, having certain eating habits, getting up at a certain time, and just indulging in food and stuff like that that's not really like helping your health out? Are you willing to make that extra doctor trip, or just get that extra checkup to really look into what you're doing and how your body is functioning? Are you willing to recognize what causes your body to function in its most powerful way, and what causes your body to function in its most slowest way and sluggish way? Like, a lot of people don't really want to substitute those things. They'll rather just get up, you know, 1 o'clock, eat Popeyes. 10 o'clock in the morning, you making 10 pancakes. Like, come on now. Are you really willing to put aside bad habits and addictions that you know deep down inside are jeopardizing your health? Keep asking yourself that. This is one of the main points because this is the only health point. It's really like it's simple. It's one question like, are you really dependent on this stuff to carry you through life in the future? The stuff you eat now, the stuff you intake now, will start to show at some point. Like it's only so long that age will like, you know, kind of suppress how you eat and how you carry yourself. And lastly, are you setting goals for yourself? And are you making sure you progress at least 1% every day? A lot of people make goals and they don't even look to actually think or track what they're doing to really realize or see like, am I progressing at least 1% every day? Am I progressing in the slightest bit? A lot of people make goals and they don't work toward it for the whole year, whole 2 years, 3 years, and that's why you see a lot of people like, oh, new year, new me, but you you still haven't completed the goals from the last year. So it's like, come on now, you have to really put these into perspective and start writing your goals down. It's actually a study done that it says basically, I think like 75% more people are likely to get their complete their goals when they write them down. Start putting that extra effort and start looking for those extra like things to give you that upper hand and motivations to start working towards those goals every day. And my last question, this is like the last big point, is how bad do you want it? Like, how bad do you want it? Keep asking yourself all these questions. It could be chronological in order. You can like mix it up, ask them one by one. Maybe you like them. Maybe you like excelling in some of these areas, and some of them you're just like not focused on. Keep asking yourself these questions over and over, and you'll start to see progress at some point. So I'm gonna go over them all one more time, just so y'all know exactly. So basically, the first point is, how much are you really willing to sacrifice right now for the life you desire in the future? And the first sub point is, are you willing to work 10 times harder, 50 times harder, 100 times harder if that's what it takes? The second sub point is, are you ready to cut off and break bonds with people who are seeing a vision or just don't have the discipline to take on that same pathway as you? Third point is, are you willing to live below your means and stay down to build that wealth? The fourth point is, are you willing to invest in yourself now without knowing for sure it'll pay off in the future? Fifth point is, are you ready to put aside bad habits and addictions that you know deep down are jeopardizing your health? And that sixth point is, are you setting goals for yourself and are you making sure you progress at least 1% every day? And last but not least, the question that everybody should be asking themselves, how bad do you want it? How bad do I want it? How bad do I want to make myself better in life? Keep asking yourself that and you'll definitely see progress. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll be back with another video as soon as possible. Literally, I've been posting every day. I've been seeing the results. Thank you to everybody that been subscribing and liking the videos, man. Like, this is honestly like what I wanted to do like my whole life. I just couldn't find the exact niche, and I feel like this is where I excel at. Like, really putting out my thoughts into the world and trying to help people grow as much as I feel like I'm growing. And this last year, like, this is the most I've been like really concentrating on myself and like doing as much progress and things I could do for myself while still simultaneously being that good person I've always been. So as long as y'all keep progressing and at least make that 1% every day, then it's something better to come out of that. Stay down, stay down until you come up, man. That's the only thing, bro. Just keep working.